I was like, is this the moment? Because it comes to that moment, either in your mind as a young man, you think it, if you have a relationship with your father or just authority, period, it comes to that point where you think you're ready to test. Right. And I'm like, am I about to run through his face?
Everybody has a plan until they get hit.
Yeah.
In the moment, you don't know how you're going to react to something. You know, or you'd like to think, this is how I would respond to that. Am I willing to crash out and end my entire relationship with my son for the rest of our lives, possibly, over an emotional moment?
It was something that wasn't even that.
Right.
That he hadn't brought up from months ago.
Right.
That just, and there was no signs of it. And I was like, little me. All right, let's get to it, man. Welcome to the Dear Son Show. We have meaningful conversations about life through the lens of fatherhood. It is for fathers, those with fathers, and the fatherless, so nobody's left out. These are the conversations we want our sons to access as they grow through life in the manhood, so no topics are off limits. I'm just one of your hosts, D. Johns.
I'm your other host, Jay Black.
Jay Black, how are you feeling, my brother?
Shake back, brother. We here.
How you feeling?
We good, man. I feel good. I just had a great weekend with the homecoming, my son's first homecoming at his school. He down at LSU.
Okay.
That was my first LSU game ever. Believe it or not. But that's the same face everybody hit me with. I went to Southern, so it's kind of like a little rivalry, inner city rivalry there where it's kind of like
we ain't gonna do that.
Don't go over there. But I'm an LSU fan though.
They don't even play each other, do they? It's just okay.
No, it's just a, you know how it go.
Yeah.
Over the bridge thing.
Okay.
But it's my state representative school since I can't root for the Saints.
Yeah.
I root for LSU.
I'm about to say, that's probably the best team in the state right now. On the scrimmage, I don't know.
It is.
on the scrimmage, on the scrimmage, I might push it to LSU on the line.
I think I would. Well, I don't know if they get rid of that quarterback.
Ooh.
They put that backup in, then I pick LSU.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, man? What's the word?
Man, it's a whole lot been going on, man. We've been away for a few weeks, and that's because of me. So I take the blame. It ain't Jake Black at all. Life been lifing, man. But we definitely gonna get into it. Nonetheless, I'm grateful to be back in this space, back recording, and said it like we took 3 albums off. we took 3 summers off. But nah, I'm trying not to jump into it before we get to it.
Hey, man, I get what you mean.
Yeah. It's some stuff. So God is good, man. I say
good.
that.
He's still in the blessing bed.
The most defiantly he is, or defiantly as some people spell it, but we ain't gonna go there, whole nother topic. Today's topic is, man, I don't even know if I have the points that I want to hit, but I don't necessarily have a name. No, I got it, and I'm gonna steal it from you. Today's topic is you show right.
You show
right, man. Make sure we stay with
back home. Gonna say, man, the boy wearing off on you.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Fun fact: me and my team really don't talk like you wouldn't know I'm a Virginia representative if you heard me and my clique talking.
Really,
we would have a whole conversation about you in front of you, and you wouldn't know it.
See.
And then you could tell people that have been around us because they'll start saying some of the same things. But Virginia's still everything from everybody. Yeah, I said it. Half of y'all from New York, but ain't. Half of y'all from Atlanta, but ain't.
We're not gonna do this.
Yeah,
I see the energy.
Clips is up. Clips is up. That's what I got. Just you show right. If I stole it from you, I said I stole it from you. What is that sentiment when you roll it off?
It's a stay tuned. You got me messed up.
Oof.
But because you got me so messed up,
oof,
you right, I'm wrong. Stay tuned.
Oof.
I got you. We'll get you together in just a second. You show right means stand by.
Yeah.
It's coming. Stand by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
count me out mean you can't count.
Oof. It's me. You can't count.
Yeah.
Boy. So the last couple posts that I put up, on IG and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was if your adult son, I framed it like this. My adult son screamed on me without a second thought. I let people finish it in the comments.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that happened in real life. It happened in real life, and I almost called you.
Yeah.
But I was so in the post, it was a poll. It was a lot more vote, maybe 100 votes, 80 to 100 votes in the poll.
Right.
And it was something to the effect of, I went off on him. I was too shocked to respond, or I talked to him calmly. About 80% of it was the top one.
Yeah.
I went on whatever I said about, I responded in kind to him. But for me, it was really B, because it came from nowhere.
That's a
like literally.
That's a build.
And you already jumped to it. It came out of nowhere at the moment that it happened. And I'm not going to go into the details of exactly what happened, but he saw an exchange between me and Keisha, my wife, that he thought was one way without all of the data. And we had the exchange, and it wasn't even like yelling or something. I'll go into it. So I was in clean mode.
Yeah, yeah.
Plant mama had 1,000 plants in the windowsill. I trimmed them down. I trimmed them down to the ones that were still breathing, the ones that were still contributing to the earth. And then the other ones I threw away, right? So the ones that I threw away were clear to me. These are done, right?
Yes.
Scrub the windows, scrub the windows, all that. I'm thinking,
look what yeah, ta-da!
The plants weren't the problem, but she had like a couple planters that had nothing in it. And I thought it was trash. Oh. So here go me, boom, 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 trash day, yeah. Get them out.
Yeah.
And she asked me about it, and I said, I didn't realize those were to keep. I threw them away. That's what my son sees. He is livid. And I didn't even realize he was in the room.
Right.
And then he addresses me like, I'm gonna leave how he addressed me, but it was I was so caught off guard, like, because unacceptable, number one, and we got to that later.
Right.
But in the moment, I was so confused by. I was like, is this the moment? Because it comes that moment, either in your mind as a young man, you think it if you have a relationship with your father or just authority, period. It comes to that point where you think you're ready to test. Right. And I'm like, am I about to run through his face?
Yeah.
Like I was literally enraged. And when I get enraged, I don't say it. It's quiet. It ain't gonna be a whole lot of screaming. It ain't gonna be, I'm literally sizing this. I'm like, today, now is the time.
Right.
Now is the time. Thankfully, it didn't go there, and it led to a conversation that was needed to be had. And as you foreshadowed, it was something that wasn't even that.
Right.
That he hadn't brought up from months ago.
Right.
And there was no signs of it. And I was like, little me.
Yeah.
Little me.
Yeah.
Because that I have been like, I've gotten better at using my words, but I'm also still growing through. Once I've used my words,
right,
all bets off.
Yeah.
But before I get it, I'd be feeling the way I would change my attitude and my tone toward people because of what the conversations in my head, right? But if we've had the conversation like in a way that's we both believe we've come to an understanding, and then after that, it's still for me.
Right. You so right.
And in that moment, I'm thinking like he actually walked out the house, which was probably the best thing.
Yeah.
And I locked him out. His sister came home and knocked on the door and got back in. And it just like I was blown for hours. Hours. Good thing about it, the positive that came out of all of it was we didn't go to sleep on it that night, because that's another thing with me. I'm like, once you show right, you almost don't exist, and that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy, especially within the home, especially dealing with my son. He's at a critical stage. He's 18, figuring the world out, and everything's not working out the way he wants to. So there's frustration, and that needed more attention than what I knew. Because it wasn't like I'm just ignoring him, but it was like, as we got to the conversation later, it's like there was some things that I should have said. I should have said a long time ago that bothered me, but I never did.
Right.
And I'm like, there's no retribution for. I was like, son, you could tell me any given day that you don't like how I run my house. You can say that.
Absolutely.
You also have a choice not to be here.
Correct.
But it's also going to come through with the respect that's due.
Because there's a way to do everything.
This was your past.
Right.
And the other piece of it was like, the way you approach me, I don't want you to learn that lesson in the street. And I'm not talking about criminal acts. I'm talking like a man. Like if he raised up on you as my brother, you probably would have had to say, yo, come get your, we sent him to the ER. I don't know if you want me to call the people to come get, but his face cracked a little bit.
Right.
And I would have been like, okay. It was that kind of thing where it's like, if somebody I knew reacted to him, I would have excused the person that I knew based on the circumstance.
And there's so many lessons and storylines in that, what you just said.
Yeah.
One episode ago, it's still taking off right now, of you have all these chest beaters about, I would never, you couldn't, they ready to divorce their wives if she's late or have them late to go on.
Not be in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
So in this instance, this is your son.
Yeah.
This is your household. This is your family.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody across the board, like you said, more often than not, they're going to choose I'm going left. Everybody has a plan until they get hit.
Yeah.
In the moment, you don't know how you're going to react to something. You know, or you'd like to think, this is how I would respond to that. You have to be mindful of the tone and the message being set moving forward. Am I willing to crash out and end my entire relationship with my son for the rest of our lives, possibly, over an emotional moment?
Yeah.
So now there's another lesson here of controlling my emotions in the heat of the moment. The penitentiary is filled with young Black men that reacted in the moment to an emotion.
Yeah.
An emotion. Somebody did something that absolutely was a over the top transgression.
Yep.
And I have two choices. I can match that energy and somebody's going to be laid to rest and somebody's going to the penitentiary.
Yep.
Or I can try to level myself above the situation. You did the latter.
Yeah.
I could have absolutely, I justifiably so by the characteristics. You can go back to the Bible. You can go to the law as it's stated as far as your household, your domain. This is Texas. You know everything that comes with that.
Yeah.
Because of all of the rights that I could have exercised in this moment, at the end of the day, this is my son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because this is my son, it's my job to always steadily teach my son. I don't care that he's 18. He's still being raised and he has to learn, son, I could have.
Yeah.
Or anybody else could have, should have, probably, or would have.
I had to let him know. I like, son, this is a growth thing. I was like, your father is far from a gangster. I said, but what I don't have all the tools all the time to process everything that's happening in the moment.
I don't.
And in that particular moment, I would have been fully just like I was looking through my son.
That's that flash out.
Like I'm going through you. Please
bump your gum one more time.
Roll, do something.
Yeah.
And I know he saw me go there And later on, he told me how he was confused. He was like, I didn't even realize I was yelling at you. He was like, it was so much built up that when I responded, I didn't know that I was approaching you like that. I said, I understand that.
Yeah.
I said, and what happened or what didn't happen was because of me. I need you to fully understand that, because any other interaction, if you in the store, we live where we live. They don't go outside expecting to fight any day, let alone every day.
Right.
But I promise you, 5 doors down, you would have got your face broke.
Getting it how you look.
Got your face broke.
That quick grab, chokehold, slip.
Yeah.
You don't know what the reaction is.
Yeah.
It's a knee jerk. It's a reflex.
And that was probably the greater lesson of, I understand your emotions got beyond you in that moment.
Right.
That doesn't absolve you of consequences.
It does not.
Ever.
God bless you.
I said, outside of this instance, and the reason it happened like that, like if we had been bumping heads all day, the story would have been, I probably would have had them boys called to the house.
Yeah, because then that would have been the breaking point.
That would have been the breaking point.
Already on edge.
Boy, this came out of, I said I cleaned the house that day. You know what kind of mood I got like for the deep scrub? I'm talking about the stuff that we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I did that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, this is what did you see? And then later on, when we talked about it, we had a real good conversation. And he was like, he's like, I'm dealing with some stuff. I'm trying to, I apologize. I understand the error of my ways, and, I respect you. And I said, that was a good, line in the sand moment. Not that I'm looking for another moment, but I remember having a conversation with my father, and it wasn't because I disrespected him. I did some stupid stuff in school that, disrespected the family name. And the last whipping I got, and I probably said on here before, he felt so bad because I was 5'11", 160, 170.
Right.
And I had to take it.
Right.
He was like, It's like, this was disrespect. And I'm 12 at that time.
Yeah.
He was like, I felt like I was disrespecting you, even though you deserve the punishment. He was like, next time we'll square up. And I knew that. Yeah. But again, it was never, even if the times that I've thought, could I take my dad? It was never about something driving me to actually see if that's going to happen.
Right.
So I was like, hey man, this grace of God.
And when they say the stars align, because like you say, it's so many factors that contributed to you being able to de-escalate that in the manner that you did. Because I'm telling you, I wouldn't try that again, because you don't know how it's going to go. And that's not being, the big bad wolf.
No,
that's just basically saying, listen, you're tapping on a button in a fuse that you have no clue what that is or what that looks like.
And it really don't have a kill switch.
It doesn't. There's only so much grace in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully, prayerfully, this lesson was enough that, hey, in the future, be mindful of how you're moving and how you talk to me.
Yeah.
Because I can't promise you that it's going to go like that. And again, we can pray, we can talk, we can counsel, we can seek.
Yeah.
You can do everything you want to do. But at the end of the day, you don't know what button that activates in another man to where do they even see their son anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see threat.
Yeah.
I see disrespect. I see challenge. I see charge.
Stop right there. Because that I couldn't find the word. When I said I was looking through them,
yeah,
I felt like it was like, I'm not a boxer. I don't box for sport. Me fighting is trying to end something.
There's no.
I don't want to spar. No.
Tussling.
No, I'm 46. If the switch click for fight, it's because I think something's not going to go right for me.
Correct, and I got to get you out
immediately. and that's what it was. And it was, a threat is probably the right word. And it was. The other piece that was that drove me was Eli was in the other room. And I'm like, oh, this is two birds, same stone.
Yeah.
Because he's seeing what's acceptable. And that's always a challenge, or one of the challenges with having children that have that age gap is because, yes, you were learning, you were figuring things out with the older ones. So the younger ones get a different, hopefully a more refined, a better version.
Yes.
But they're watching how you deal with the older ones. It's kind of setting the bar for how far they can push the line beyond that.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. And the olders are watching, hey man, that younger one sure does.
Yeah, you ain't never let me
get crazy. Yeah.
It's the two extremes. Like I overparented with my oldest son.
Right.
My youngest son, like I because I've seen the effects of
happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Come out. Yeah.
For sure. But that was just one of the moments. How do you I mean, talking through it, how were you reacting in your mind?
Again, you'd like to think there's a certain way to handle it.
Yeah.
I pray that if I pray this never happens.
Yeah, I mean,
but if it does, I pray that you're not in arm's reach.
Yeah.
Because if I have to actively get over to you,
text me that.
Hopefully that buy me some time to kind of shake out of it. If you're right there though, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna spaz out, grab you, snatch you, shake you. I hope not.
Yeah.
I can't promise you that though. Because again, what is this? You know, I have a history of being reactive.
Yeah.
Too quickly. As a matter of fact, I react too quickly in some instances that I later regret. So now I use that as my driving force to try to slow myself to anger.
Yeah.
But it's a daily struggle for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a double hand grab you, snatch you, pull you to me.
Yeah.
And now that's enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the, hey, don't do this. You're gonna hate yourself in about an hour. Don't do this.
We got there before a couple years ago.
Man.
And his mom saved him.
So it's a real thing.
Yeah. So but in that instance, it was like it was data point in the span of like a few hours. I was like, okay, this is calm. You still tripping. A little bit stern. You still tripping. Slam a door in my house.
Oh, hard reset. Hard reset.
Ooh.
You see what I mean?
Ooh, you don't want your door or your chest.
And these are the things. These are the unspokens. These are the man code violations that sometimes you get in the heat of battle because you haven't done anything for me to have to even explain that to you. There's a certain way to carry yourself around here.
Right.
And some of those things, other lessons should have conveyed that message to you. So you're like, that seemed to me like that's right in that category that typically get me fired up around here.
Yeah.
So when you do kind of peek over into that, like somebody needs some adjusting, you know what I mean? So now after the escalation of the moment and later when it's a revisit, like you said, you're not just that mad about that.
Yeah.
And now I have to actively see what's going on and why. What are you dealing with? Am I contributing what you're dealing with?
Yeah.
Is it your environment? Is it the household, the daily stress? Do you need some kind of stress relief?
Right.
Do you need some kind of intervention?
Yeah.
Do you need conflict management? You understand? We're not focusing. I was just having this conversation with my wife recently about conflict resolution with the younger generation. You have an inner conflict about something.
Yeah.
Conflict, everybody always thinks conflict is I'm in an altercation with someone physically. You can have a conflict mentally, and now you don't know how to resolve that mental conflict that you're facing. You're at a fork in the road. You feel like you're at a fork in the road daily. And now I'm trying to find my way of, man, I keep feeling like I keep choosing the wrong option at the fork in the road.
Yeah.
And so now that's a mental conflict that needs resolving. So now, do I talk to somebody or tomorrow I'm gonna get that thing right? Only at the end of the day, you feel like you made the wrong choice or decision yet again.
Yep.
So now you don't have the wherewithal. I need some assistance with this.
Yep.
Too late. you've suppressed and suppressed. And
you think it's too late.
Right. Yeah, say that.
Yeah.
Because if you're breathing, it's still fixable. But you've suppressed it so long that you're so angry and you have so much pressure built up. It's gonna come out.
Yeah. And in that conversation that we had, man, it was, like I said, it was good. And for context, we live in the same house. We interact every day. I take him to school every day.
Yes.
The days I don't take him to school, I see him. He's in the house, and that's what threw me off, because it's like there were no indicators. The other piece was, were there indicators, and I'm missing them, that kind of thing. So it was the accountability that I took was for me to be more mindful of the interactions. Mm-hmm. Even though that was in conversation, he was like, there was nothing to point at that I did wrong. He was like, something bothered me months ago.
Right.
I never said anything. And I was like, I get that. I get that. I was like, if I think hard enough, there's something bothering me right now from last year that I've just, you show righted. You righted it away. You righted it away.
But you have to. I'm telling you, it's imperative to try to break that habit. I'm working on it even now.
Yeah.
Right. Had a boil up, if you will, took place this weekend.
A little kerfuffle.
Yeah. some things weren't quite going like my wife thought they would go or should go. And it was starting to rub her the wrong way. Her reaction to a couple of things aggravated me. And typically, like you said, not bringing this up in the moment, we're going to crash this weekend out.
Right.
I couldn't. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. Like we working on this.
Yeah.
Hey, before this go bad. And that's the other thing I had to learn. It's my delivery. You know what I mean? Because you can't be so mad that you don't care how this person gets this. You're going to get this message and I don't care how you get it. If it offends you, oh, well, I'm aggravated and you should know I'm aggravated. Nah, that's not the way.
Yeah, I can absolutely be that man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me too. That's why I had to learn, like, you can't get to the bump how it turn out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just going to drop this shell on you and you figure it out. Nope. Because now it's tit for tat. Now it's a war of words or actions or lack of. Because now, don't talk to me, I'm not talking to you. You go that way, I'm going to go this way. Come on, dog. So now it's, hey, listen, I know this and this went like this. No, you don't like it. This is frustrating, though. Like, we either finna fix this thing or we can shut this whole weekend down. And it's like, after that moment, I saw an immediate change. You know what I mean? So I was like, I like this better.
Right.
Than crashing the whole weekend out, and now we not back on good terms until the following weekend. We done lost the whole weekend and the whole week. Yeah. We out of town. What do we gain from crashing out the weekend and money spent? You see what I mean? Yeah. Opportunity is here to make the memories. Try to clock in that moment, man.
That was a time where I would be fine with all of that as long as I'm right, justified in my mind.
Yep.
As long as I can point to a why I believe I'm justified, it'd be cool, man. But one thing you said was picking words, even as men. Oh, I should say, especially as men. And depending on how mature you are, it could sound soft or whatever.
Right.
Having control of your words to facilitate the best outcome, I think, is a sign of maturity.
It is.
The easier thing is to meet somebody where they at. And again, time and place where that is, I don't know if you want to call it appropriate or that is absolutely what's going to happen.
And this is here.
It's absolutely what's going to happen. So I'm not saying when you see somebody lunge back to slap you in your face, you start using your words at that point.
What we talking about?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. And honestly, side note, be aware of your distance.
Please.
Be aware of striking distance. Yeah, if you sizing, I mean, even in the conversation, I'm still sizing up. Because side note. But using your words I don't know if I had that kind of capacity with strangers, but with somebody that is looking to me to see what I do or don't do, and I know that impacts their life, I'm always going to take that responsibility as much as I can, as maturely as I can in the moment in my house.
Yeah.
That's just kind of where I'm at with it. So,
and there should be a double standard. Like, I don't understand how people
double standard kings.
Double standard king. Yeah. Oh yeah. All day. But it's a positive double standard. Meaning, I don't understand people that handle their family, their household with the zero tolerance that they use in the street.
Yeah.
Surely your family deserves a bit more grace than the strangers in the street. But you're going to have no, if you're doing the right thing the right way, right is right. I mean, shut up talking to me.
And that's fine. I don't.
Yeah, do you. Shut up talking to me, though. That's not real for me.
Newsflash. We actually don't care how you respond to what we say.
I don't.
We're not saying what we say to change what you do in your house.
No.
At best, create a conversation. And if you come away from that conversation that you have internally with somebody else and it betters you, shalom. Peace of God be upon you. Otherwise, the content is for conversation.
Correct.
If you don't agree and that's not how you run your house, nothing changed before or after you saw that content.
These my mistakes and my perspective.
That's it.
And I'm not done making mistakes.
That's all.
I got so many mistakes left.
The show shall go on. The show shall go on.
I promise.
And if you feel some kind of way about it, just comment, block me, and I'll accommodate. I'll accommodate. I've been on the block and fest, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you use your words, man. The other thing was on a lighter, less potential for violence.
Yeah, there you go.
But as serious of a note is the conversation about dating a young woman that has a child that's not yours. That conversation came up.
It did.
On a ride home, and I said, "Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute." And I'm grateful that the conversation came up because I never had a conversation with my dad.
Yes.
Right. And I don't know, when I put that up, people had a lot to say about that too. And again, it is not for me to say that anybody was wrong, even if your experience doesn't align with mine. But it is a commitment, and that's the main thing that I was trying to drive home to him. I said, it's a package deal, even if it's not presented that way.
Please know that.
Because directly or indirectly, you are impacting that child.
I promise.
And if you're not ready for that commitment to that child, don't engage with her in that matter, or at the very least, there needs to be some way to segregate, which I don't know how it works. And I know some women, or even some men, shouldn't say even some men, some women and men will not introduce their children to somebody for a time.
Right.
And I get that. But even in that, I would think that the thought is it's progressing to a point that I will at some point bring this person in my life. And what are your thoughts on it? Because my situation, I have no way to be biased in the situation because I'm on both sides of the fence.
Correct. Me, a lot. I have a lot.
Yeah.
There's so many variables and factors, right? One is I saw a person reply that said, "Hey, I wouldn't want that for my son at such a young age."
At such a young age.
That's the key factor. At such a young age, you have the opportunity, if you will, to explore and find things out about people.
Yeah. About you.
Especially yourself.
Yeah.
So now the opportunity to go start a family when you're ready, you kind of, sometimes you'll rob yourself of jumping into a phase of life that you're not prepared for.
Yeah.
You haven't grown into that phase, but because I like this person so much, it inserts me into a phase that I was not ready for anyway.
Yeah.
But now because I like this person so much, I'm forcing a phase, but now I'm putting the cart before the horse. I haven't established myself enough to take care of myself, let alone the responsibilities that come with taking, oh, well, no, she independent. She got her own. You don't understand. That's not how this works.
At all.
I don't care how independent she is before he got there with her child. Now that he's there, that's now his responsibility as well. Yeah. So if I can't contribute, if I'm not a contributor.
That's his responsibility as well. Let's see how that turned out.
Because now I'm not just, again, it's not just me dating you. I don't need you taking care of my kid. It's not about a need. Yeah. It's about structure. I'm raised and reared in a way that it's, if this is mine, if I'm responsible for this or you or them or y'all, your needs, wants, your health, all of these things matter now.
Yeah, it's a consideration in my daily decision making.
And it should be. And if it's not, you're selfishly taking advantage of this situation, and you shouldn't be out here sport dating a woman that has this level of responsibility. Yeah. She can't afford to sport date, in my opinion, or he, if it's a single dad. You shouldn't be sport dating without any intentions of anything whatsoever. You're just out here like, hey, this is my balance. I'm just trying. I'm not judging what you got going on, but for me and mine, I'm trying to convey this thought, this idea into my sons. Don't be out here sport dating with women that have a certain level of responsibility that don't match your capability. Yeah. The capability and the responsibility has to equal.
So for more context, the age that we're talking about, I put in the post 20.
Yes.
Like your 20-year-old son. My son is 18. So let's say 18 to 20, 21, whatever. And the way that he presented it to me was he was asking for advice, which applaud him for that, because me and my father would have never had this conversation.
No.
Not because he wasn't available, because I wouldn't have taken this conversation to him.
Right.
Because of what I saw of his life. Here's how it circles back. He asked me because of what he knows of my life.
See?
He said, because you and mom,
Correct.
Said,
Correct.
So the answer for me is don't ever do it. I gave him my perspective. I was 23, and the rationale that I have before this conversation, like that I've always lived with, is because Keisha and I had a relationship before that.
Right.
We had a relationship. We were apart. We got back together, and people will feel a way about that. But that was what it was for me, because outside of Keisha, I never seriously dated a woman that had children. Sport dating, you pulled my card on that one, because it was absolutely sport dating. Where I thought I was being mature was, I don't want to be around your child because I don't I'm. I like children. Like I like children. I know me. For me, it was always going to be marriage. Not that the first thing that came along smoking, I was ready, but that was the model that I saw. Like people that haven't seen it may not be it.
Yes.
You kind of mimic what you see, especially if you see it working.
Right.
So for me, even in the whole phase, I'm like, I know this, like, this is not, I don't want this life.
Right.
Right now, let's see what's happening. But I don't want this as a life. So I was always going there, and I knew for me, I was at 19, I was in a house.
Yeah.
Not in my parents' house.
Right.
in a house with cutting grass, like home responsibilities.
Yes.
Fixing leaks, and like I'm moving that way, and I know for some that was attractive, because I'm like, hey, he established, like yes. he at least his mind is on having a situation where it's not like we trying to fend for ourselves. So I try to give him all of that, but I also know what it is to be 18, 19, 20, and 21, and every other age he will be until he catches me.
Correct.
Tons of expertise on all those ages.
I promise.
long before he sees them. And again, we were driving, so I couldn't really. Part of it was not in shock, but I was like, we are at that stage. We're definitely at that stage. So it was like, the other piece of it was like, it's complicated because there is another parent that is involved by hook or crook. If the extent of their involvement was being a donor, maybe that's where the involvement stops, but it still complicates things, because there's questions that you can't answer. You've never experienced it, but you have to be accommodating to that at whatever point in life that becomes a thing.
And if the donor at some point in life wants to reinsert, the right is there.
Right.
What do?
Right.
You can feel however you want to feel.
Yes.
If it's said that you don't really have a say in this.
Yeah. Share
who you talking to? Who don't have a say? But you don't.
Shared custody. And matter of fact, shout out foreshadowing. Shout out the Rosewood Law Firm. It's going to be providing some legal expertise that will help people understand the ramifications of family agreements.
Yes.
When things don't work out.
Yes.
Because even when things are great on the surface, now you're battling two different households. Like if there's shared custody, like what are they picking up and what's being put down when they're away from the house that you're at? What about the it's not your child moments when the parent and the other parent have to make a decision about a child that you've accepted responsibility for, but you can't technically
say nothing.
You can't technically dictate how things as much as you this is my house and I play with them courts. Start playing with them nuanced agreements and them nuanced co-parenting situations and styles that you had no idea was going to be a thing. Because you can't control the emotions. And I'm speaking from man, you can't control the emotions of that other man. Right?
You cannot.
And if that man and your now girlfriends, but your significant other have a static that is why they're not together, that static doesn't go away because you're there.
It does not.
So now when that static comes, what is the temperature with you and that man?
Your involvement, your level of involvement.
What is that? Because what I had to realize and had a conversation about is no tough guy stuff. It's like, hey, when y'all disagree, my house is in disarray.
I can't tolerate it.
There's only one side I can be on. And I completely understand the side that you're going to be on and however we see each other when we see each other. Every time we can shoot until indefinitely. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Right?
Right.
And that's not even an extreme situation.
It's not.
That could be, we're not together because we weren't meant to be together, but we have a child. But you still have the dealings of, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe now you're the sounding board of why she hates this person.
Yeah. And I can listen to so much.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean?
Like, what we like? Are we asking one of us to go to jail? Like, ultimately, those are the things that you can't see from this side because everything is enjoyable.
I lived it. I lived it because I was the outside of the household element.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So,
and I'm on the other side of it.
Exactly.
You're right.
So we from two different sides of the same type of scenario to where the new husband and I had to have a conversation about that very thing. Like, listen, hey, I'm not, there's a side I must take.
Because I'm only going to be on.
But at the end of the day, the interactions are leaving my household in disarray.
Yeah.
Just like what you just said.
Yep.
I suggested, I was like, hey, man, moving forward, I have no problem with you being on 3-way for every call.
Yeah.
I want you in on the text thread because it eliminates the whole one side of the story thing. Because you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to disrespect my household. I'm not going to intentionally disrespect you or your household either. But you don't get to
push the button,
drop the shit on me, and I'm going to sit there passively and let you. No, man.
Let me send some chaos over there while I enjoy my weekend. Because I know this drive hurt when I do this.
So no, please. That way you can hear word for word what's going on. And when you're around, the interaction is different anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, bless his name.
Yeah.
So I need you to stay in the mix so that it stays on this note right here. Because it's perfect for me.
Yeah.
But when you're not around, there's so many conversations attempting to be had that I want nothing to do with. And here comes the confusion.
And the conversation is typically brought to me in my experience.
Yeah.
When the confusion is at a level we can't get beyond.
That was the same.
And now I don't have a history.
I don't know how we got here.
So even with the history, I'm gonna still be on this side, but now it's presented. It sounds like
you disrespected my wife.
It sounds like
I did.
And
I did bust back.
And we had a similar. We came to a similar understanding. And again, there ain't no tough guy.
No,
none of this tough guy stuff.
No, not at all.
But like we actually met up under duress.
Yeah.
But it worked out in conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, her and I have never been able to communicate.
Well, there you go.
You mind if I talk through you?
Please. I'm good with it.
I'm like, perfect. That he's like, bro, it's like I said, and then we had a conversation. I was like, man, you just understand, like when you create this in my house, all I know is the side of it that's created in my house.
That's all.
And that's valid. I'm not discounting because how she feels is how she feels.
Correct.
And again, y'all have a history that I don't want all of the details on.
I do not.
But I'm sure it led to what, like y'all aren't together.
So there's an issue there.
You know, high five for that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it like there are things that are gonna be presented through a lens of history that I don't have.
Right.
And like these are the things that you can't. And I'm 23, 24 at this stage. And through life experiences, my son is way more emotionally mature than I am in a lot of instances than I was at that stage. But just in life experiences, like I said, 19, I was in the house. I was getting up, going to work, you know, like bills in my name, like all of this stuff. And that's not the path that he's on, which I think is great. Another topic, headline that I saw about fathers convincing their sons to stay at home longer before they move out. We're definitely gonna get to that.
Yes.
But it's trying to frame it in a way, again, not having the experience of having this conversation, even though I had those thoughts, and then making sure that I'm giving him real information, because it's easy to kind of assume about my story and be like, well, that's just how it is. And then, like I said, I'm on both sides of the fence because my oldest daughter has a child whose father's not involved. So I want her to
be able to,
you know what I'm saying?
Find her person.
Right.
But she's not in her 30s.
And that's right. And that's the lens through which I look at anybody that she brings around. Like for me, that same attachment to the child, I can't attach to you because I don't know. Because you know how the family work. When you're in the family, you're in the family. That'd be the most frustration about anything, that if a relationship didn't work out,
man, it
wouldn't be about missing the her. It's like, man, my family know you.
You open me up to this person.
They like you. Like
right.
I don't.
Right.
I don't like that part about it. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't like that. Don't bring your randoms to me.
Yeah.
Until it's serious.
Yeah.
Like one of the boy ex, great girl, man.
Yeah.
You know her. You know her.
Yeah.
Wonderful girl.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out with them. But now I travel in circles where we run into her.
Right.
Still hug her, talk to her, check on her well-being. My wife love her. She love my wife. Look what you done did to us. You see what I mean? Yeah. I can't have 4, 5, 6 of these.
Right. Right.
Don't do this, man.
Right.
And Lord forbid, I like an ex more so than you actually, hey, I'm finna marry this one.
Right.
Ooh.
So what about?
We can't let so-and-so come to the holiday.
Yeah.
No. That's another topic, because I heard that thing there. I heard that's common.
What? Bring them to dinner?
It's people, there's families out there, man, that's still letting the ex come over for the holidays. And the person that married him, somebody else and moved on.
Ooh,
and they still letting the ex come around. We're going to talk about that
another day
on another episode. Because, buddy, when I tell you,
if B hits you with that conversation, what you tell him? Because he's 19, going on 20.
I'm not going to shy because the camera here. I'm going to tell him don't do it. Because I know. And here's the thing, here's the disclaimer. We're not the end all be all.
No.
If you really, really love this person and cut for this person like that, and you go against the grain and you run with it anyway, my opinion is my opinion. It's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You're a young adult. I can't tell you, I forbid you to, I don't roll like that. You want my opinion? You want to know where I stand on it with the visions and the things and thoughts that I have for your life and things that I'm trying to continuously pour into you. I'm going to tell you, don't do it. Selfishly.
Yeah.
Like if there's any a time in your life to be selfish, it's your young adulthood, because now you're building and setting the foundation for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And you, the least amount of hiccups and roadblocks that you can willfully accept. This wasn't a slip up. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a careless act that led to you being into this situation. This is actively choosing a situation that could absolutely hinder some other difficult decisions you may need to make. You may need to go relocate for 3 years to get your career established.
Oof.
You may need to go to, hey, we need him in Wisconsin for 3 years over here. But after that, the foundation he's going to get here, he's set for the rest of his life. Well, now you have these other lives to consider.
Yeah.
Where her support system is here, she's in school and her kid, and you have all of these other things that you naturally would not have on your plate that you signed up to have these difficult decisions to make. When if you just keep it clean, keep it simple in the beginning, and go establish yourself selfishly. Worry about you. Don't worry about mom. Don't worry about dad. Go establish yourself selfishly.
Yeah.
And now you're in a position to be whoever you need or want to be in life. If should you choose that's the route that you want, or you end up, hey, the conventional route where I meet someone and now we have children together, whatever that is, I don't even know your self-consciousness to be able to say male ego.
Yeah.
Some men cannot raise another man's child.
I would never.
Because he always thinking about the other man that's not even there anymore, and vice versa. The other guy's insecurities constantly trying to accuse you of things or get greasy with you because you're in a position that he could not or did not feel. So my long, short answer is I'm telling mine, don't do it.
Yeah. And I think that's the right answer for you. Not that I needed to validate your answer, but, and I think for men that feel like they would never raise somebody else's child, don't do it then. Same thing with marriage. I would never get married. I'm great that you understand that. Don't.
It's not for everybody. I promise.
And don't go creating a situation just so you have data to prove why you should have never got married. You should have never raised somebody else's child.
See, look what I did.
Yeah, I told you all
over this woman. I told you I wasn't made for marriage.
I told you I don't care about what you say in the comments. Why? Please don't live your life for me. But it's the conversation of, are you willing to accept every challenge that may come with this person?
Yes.
And that is, you don't have enough data to know that. Because, well, I mean, in the moment you could truly believe, I say that you could truly believe that. You could truly believe that. But having not dealt with life, especially on your own, and how you would adjust, because the thing is, it's not even so much about, as much as it is about raising somebody else's child or how you're going to affect that child, is, are you actually designed to parent?
And think about this perspective. He lived it. He was 6 when I met his mom. My current wife, when I met her, my oldest son was 6.
Yeah.
So he see it. He like, but you did it. You came, dated mom. Y'all hit it off. I love you. You raised me. We did well. I have the life that I don't have any complaint. Yeah. But I was 30 and this was my second marriage. I learned myself in the mistakes that I made in my first marriage with 3 children in that marriage. And now I come and meet your mom. I'm not even, I think I'm sport dating to an extent.
Yeah.
But we hit it off so well, it kept going. I didn't come in like, man, I'm just going to date this girl. It wasn't even that. It was just take her out on a date.
Yeah.
Saw her somewhere. I was attracted to her. Asked her out on a date. We went on a date. I don't even know you have children yet.
Right.
But the date went so well. When you do say, hey, I have a son, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
And we keep dating and dating and dating, and then we get married. So it's easy for him to, in that moment, call me a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Like, hypocrite? But I was 30, son. I wasn't 19. It's that, believe it or not, those 11 years are monumental, my boy.
The 3 or 4 for me were monumental.
Correct.
Were monumental. And the other thing for me, like, again, like the timeline, I saw marriage in my family. It's just me and my sister as the children in the family. But by 24, my sister was married. I think my parents got married like 22, 23. So it's not necessarily I have to do this on this clock, but it's like that was the normal. So if I genuinely feel this way about a person at this age, there's no other data points that say 30 would be better.
Right.
35 would be better. And none of it, and explaining to him, I had to make sure that like none of it is about regret. I don't wish anything happened differently.
No, right.
It would have been cool to avoid some of the experiences getting to where we are as a family. Mm-hmm. But would I risk the opportunity of meeting any of my children, let alone doing life with them, by changing? Well, we had just no.
Right.
But because I did it when I did it, I have data from that point that can help guide you.
Yes.
Like you said, you could take it or leave it. Hopefully you take it into consideration. But it's a sticky situation because like you said, he presented because you and mom. God, like, and again, for whatever success you want to make of however it turns out, I don't want that to be the standard. But am I a hypocrite because you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't do me.
Yeah.
Don't,
please.
It absolutely worked out for me.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed for anybody. There's no guarantee it's gonna work out for you. It worked out for me.
Yeah.
We already know our personalities are different. I'm a different person than he is. Yeah. And who's to say the personality of the woman you'll meet? Yep. It's just so many variables that it's hard to give a cookie cutter answer. You know what I mean?
There isn't one. So I don't know, man. That's been my last few weeks, is trying to be mindful of like where they are in life, and even trying to stay more aware of the frequency of conversations. Because that was another thing. He's like, man, we don't do a lot together. I was like, we had this conversation before. I said, but you go upstairs, you close your door. He's like, I know. And it wasn't me deflecting. I'm like, if we're now in man-to-man conversations,
yeah,
like this is my viewpoint as a man,
yeah,
and you have your viewpoint, and where's the opportunity? Where's the opportunity? He's like, I know, I just real with me. Yeah, I was like, bro, I ain't screamed on you, and I said the thing that threw me the most is that I haven't screamed on you. I don't know, this year, like in a threatening, not that whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be whatever based on however I say it. But I was like, it's and it's not that we haven't talked about us having issues with each other.
Right.
Like we've literally had conversations in this tone, right or wrong. He's like, yeah. Like, so honestly, bro, I don't know how much more of a reach out to do, because number one, that's just not my person. I'm just being honest with you.
You know I'm not.
And you getting, I'm sorry, tree, apple. That's typically how it works.
Yes.
Tree, apple. I avoid the apple fall from the tree. As far as the furthest branch.
You see what's in you.
And I'm working on that, but I don't know how else to use my words in a different way to communicate if I have a challenge with you. And then if I don't see something changing, I have to accept your answer, because you're answering me one way or another.
Correct.
If we have a conversation in an environment in a way that I know you're comprehending, and you're telling me you're comprehending in the moment, I'm cool with me. Like, you're a man. I'm cool with me. Now, Eli, we got some back. He's 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So were you just saying, if you telling me as a man, yes, I get it. Yes, I understand you.
You got it. In my book, you got it.
Next stage. Just like we talked about again, we had this incident. Are we clear about tone? Are we clear about disrespect?
Yeah. Okay.
We will never have this conversation again.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah. And I probably won't apologize if something happens that where you, because at that point it's intentional.
Because now the way my mind works,
Yeah.
I let you make it.
Yeah.
And now you think it's all right. Now you think that's the tone.
Yeah.
So now it's like things that go unchecked continue to go on.
Yeah.
So now this was my God bless you moment, son. Don't ever try this again. Cause I don't know how it's gonna go. Again, not the big bad wolf.
No.
I don't know how it's gonna go. Because next time you probably gonna be right there in that reach. And
the variable for me is not me, it's you.
It's you.
I don't know what your hands do. I'm very comfortable. Like I'm okay. There's no other story about how that was going to turn out in my mind. Now you could have shown me that. Oh, okay. All right.
Look.
All right.
But again, I'm not the baddest man walking.
No.
I don't want to know.
No.
I don't want to know which one of us is better.
No.
I don't want to know. Because I have a bad habit of not letting the other person find out if they better. I don't want that.
You don't know what it is to fight for your life, and that's the only way I can fight.
My life is on the line at the minute.
If it has to go there, I'm thinking that somebody's trying to take my life.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
That ain't wrestling.
Never mind the smile.
Yeah. The way my back said, you might be able to wrestle me right now. But
so I can't let you grab it.
But don't enrage me, son. Don't enrage me. Maybe that's the type. Don't enrage me. Son.
No, please.
Don't enrage me.
Please, man.
Man, we land this plane, bro. What's your closing thoughts?
Just please, if no other message is gained from this conversation, is the importance of showing grace to those we love.
Yeah.
Because too often we too quick to, I would have knocked my son between that washer and dryer. Come on, dog. I get it. I'm not saying you should or should not. But what I am saying is, if there's an opportunity to have a moment of grace.
Yeah.
Because you know your kid. Now, if your kid is a YN renegade and he's a savage out here and he doesn't afford one more ounce of grace, you know your child.
Yeah.
Apply that pressure. Get on the gas. That's your job. Shame on you for letting it get to that point anyway, right. Which is the point of this conversation.
Right.
Checks and balances.
Yeah.
Checks and balances.
Yeah, man. By the grace of God. That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I got, man. Like, share, and subscribe. We off.
Gotta get back in the groove.
We off. Like, share, and subscribe. There's probably an insert about the book, both books, so I won't belabor that. But yeah, man, use your that's been the theme. Use your words. Even if there's an option that seems justifiable. Like my man said, extend that grace that maybe you weren't extended. Maybe you weren't extended. We appreciate you guys. God bless you. Peace.